Everybody, it's John here. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday so far. So made a lot of progress on the camper. Got the skin on the roof here. I did go to Gorilla Glue construction adhesive like I had told everybody about. It's I don't know if I showed it in the previous video, but here it is. It's Gorilla Glue construction adhesive. It's waterproof everything. I ended up actually pulling up the insulation panels, the new ones I put down, these here. I ended up pulling those up because the rubber cement wasn't holding well, and I used that stuff, held them right down. I used that stuff on the actual, on the actual FRP panels. Now I did also tack these things. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right there. I've tacked the nails with the sideboards, just into the sideboards. I have PVC sideboards, so I don't have to worry about any sort of leaks or anything. Like if it ever leaks, it's not going to rot. It's all PVC lumber. But by the time I put the butal tape and the railing back on there, it's going to be in good shape. I caulked the seams because unfortunately we're going to have connectors here now. The only other option was buying like a rubber roof, like a big rubber membrane, and gluing it down, which I thought about doing, but I figured with weight, it could get, that rubber could get kind of heavy too. So we're going to have a connector here. We're going to have a connector here. We're going to have a connector here. And one more back there. And the hardest part I've been having trouble with is this here. So I just finished fiberglassing the whole back because the way it broke off, this is the original camper skin right here. And last time we just ran a 1-channel piece. But over time, it got very, trying to remove it, it started to crack up and stuff. So I ended up with this real jagged piece. So I ran a new connector here as well, connected to a piece that I had put underneath of it, FRP paneling. And I didn't want any water to kind of get down between the two. So the best bet I figured I would do is I'm just, I'm going to glass it. So I glassed the whole thing. Right now it's wet. Once it dries, I'll smooth it out, some of the rough edges on it. And then we're going to get ready to probably go ahead and start rolling on our Henry's roof coating. I'm going with the Henry's Durbrite. I think it'll work good. It's that the elastometric roof coating. So that rubber roofing and stuff will, protect the roof as well, seal everything up. I did use the the Gorilla construction adhesive to fill in some of the cracks where when I originally made the sideboards, I didn't end up cutting some of it straight. It was just a struggle there. So it, some of it floated. Some of it's real tight where I got to nail the roof right down, like here. So I used that construction adhesive and it sealed right up. Like I'm almost confident now once the glass is dry that even if it got caught in the rain now, I don't think it would leak where we're at. And that's without the butal tape and everything, but I don't want to test it. So when I get done with all this, once the glass is dry and everything's good with the glass, I'm going to go ahead and that's when I'm going to go ahead and probably just start rolling the roof. And once I get 3 or 4 coats on really good, I'll probably use the gallon on the whole roof, get good equal coats all the way around. And once that's done, then I'll put the butal tape back on the corners here for the rails. And, I'll caulk the rail seams and everything. But then after that, the goal is to crank the camper up, and I'm going to have to notch and mark where I'm going to have to cut my square. I don't think we can see it in here right now. No, we can't. But you can kind of see the light through the FRP paneling. So I'm going to have to cut that square back out and then get this AC back on. And I have my new gaskets and stuff. So I might do a little bit of research on how hard it's going to be for one person to do that. I don't want to mess up that gasket. I thought about setting it on 2x4s and just kind of trying to move it to get it above it, and then taking the seal off once we're lined up, taking the paper off the seal, and then just moving the 2x4s and setting it down. But then again, I'm running the risk of damaging the new elastic, roof. We're probably still a week or so away before it's back to functionable. But we're definitely getting there, and just wanted to update you guys. I definitely, like I said, I would definitely suggest this is what I'm using to caulk my seams, 3M adhesive, the Henry's Durbrite. I'll let you guys know how that goes. I think it'll be okay. I looked for snow roof and stuff, and they don't have snow roof locally here anymore, and they don't have Cool Seal either, the two that I used before. But Henry's is a good brand. I've used their wet patch before on the house, so I'm pretty confident with that. And also, the only other thing I would definitely, like I said, Gorilla Glue construction adhesive on any camper repair. It's waterproof. I can't say enough good stuff about it. I'm tickle pink, like, compared to the pictures of this camper roof before all bubbling, like that. Now that we got a nice flat, hard, smooth surface that's it's not buckling. The only thing I'm a little worried about is that I do have, you can see there's a little bit of a dip still, just the tiniest bit of a dip right there, but I don't think it's going to be enough to be an issue, and I don't really know if I'll ever be able to get it out, even with the 2 studs in. The inside liner's pulled up good, so we're moving along, and we're just, you know, waiting for the stuff to dry, the glass and everything. So at some point today, probably after lunch, I'll start getting a chance to finally clean up some of this and then roll it. That's what I'm planning on doing, just cleaning some of this old junk off the sideboards and stuff, and then we're going to roll it real good with the Henry's Elaster roof. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you all had a great weekend. Hope you all are having a good Sunday. And as always, thank you again for, you know, just checking out my projects. Alright, see ya. Hey guys, this is John. Just giving you a final update for this weekend. Worked hard all weekend on this camper. Got all the insulation in, the foam, the Remax sheathing. We got all that in. I did pull up the panels that I'd put with the contact cement. We went ahead and went with construction adhesive. It's held down well on everything so far. The roof is really flat and level compared to what it used to be. I've got 2 coats now on of the Henry's. The Henry's Ultra White or Ultra Bright. The Durabright, that's what it is, Henry's Durabright. Looks really good. It's dark a little bit in the back where the glass is. I've done the fiberglass work on it, so all that's done. It's a little dark. I'm going to try to put, we've used probably a 1/4 gallon to do 2 really good thick full coats all the way around, sideboards, rails, everything. But I'm going to use up the whole gallon, so I'm hoping to get like close to 5 coats on it, 5 strong coats. We're in Maryland, so we're looking at rain tomorrow, and then I think I might get 1 or 2 good days this week, and then I think, well, going into the weekend, I think it's going to rain clear through, supposedly for right now. But once I get all this done on this, the game plan is then to take the side rails and the game plan is to take the sideboards and the butal tape and run it down the side rails all the way down, and then put my rails back on and put the screws in on them. I've ordered new molding trim for those, so I'm waiting for that to get here, and then we'll do a final caulk job on the rails to make sure they're good. And then it's time to crank it up, and we'll crank it up, and I will go in there and mark and make my 14 by 14 cut where my AC is going to go again. And then from there, I'll have to tuck it back up, lower it, and then put the AC on. And that's what we're looking at doing, is that's what's going to happen next, is that we'll end up having to put the AC and everything back on. But that's all for another video. I hope everybody's had a good weekend. As always, thank you guys for watching and just checking out my projects and stuff. And hope everybody has a good week. Alright, see ya. Hey guys, so the awning rail is back on. I got my trim in. I tucked it behind there and put a screw in. Took it all the way down. It's got a little bit of butal black tape on it right there. I'm going to clean it up. But it looks really good. This is brand new trim that I got off of molding trim. $17 for 100 feet. I figured that I could always save the extra and do other pieces as I needed to. And then when I got done, I just tucked it, folded it back in. That way, I guess I'll put some caulk here, cover it up. But it's all back together. The butal tape's on. I'm gonna run a caulk bead along here too, just to clean up that, you know, there shouldn't be any leaking at this point, but just to be safe. And it's going good. It's taking up more time than what I wanted. I don't think we're gonna get the AC put in tonight. Maryland's got rain coming throughout the weekend and everything, so I was hoping to get it wrapped up by the weekend, but I think I'm gonna have to wait till next week to really cut and put the AC in. I think I'm gonna focus on getting the other rail on tonight and maybe getting all the caulk done on the rails and, you know, this stuff. And we're one step closer. You know, after that, it's just one more major thing to get past, and that's just cutting the hole in the roof and putting the new, you know, the AC with the new gasket on. And pretty soon we'll, you know, be back ready to camp. I mean, for sure now. I definitely think we can get to half of the fall season still and be able to get out there, which at first I didn't really think so. One thing I did see that I noticed with my AC, I was going to show everybody too. Let me see if I can lift it up like this holding this phone. So I had leaking in the back. You can see where this gasket is crushed down back here. You see how it's all crushed down right there? Gets way thinner right there compared to here. Well, what I believe happened was that bracket broke inside, because if you think about it, that piece right there on this AC is the back further bracket back here. And if you go back to my first videos, that bracket was the one that was flopping around loose. So I think what happened was one of my AC mounting brackets on that side got loose, broke, which then caused the AC to dump down in that corner, which then also started the leaking in the roof and the delamination and everything of the original skin. So being that I bolted them and we got L brackets and everything in there, I really can't wait to get the new gasket on and get it on there and see it level and see how we do. I wanted to get it done and popped up for the rain for this weekend, so that way I could come out here while it was raining and check out the inside, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. I'm going to get to the other rail. See you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it's John. Just updating you guys on the camper. So I got 3 coats of the Henry's White Durabrite on there. Came out really well. Seams are really well covered. I really do believe it's leak proof at this point. I don't think it's going to leak at all. I just put on I ran 2 strips of butal tape. I kind of overlapped them. We're getting ready to put the awning rail back on. I have to get my drill and stuff, but this butal tape is super sticky, and once you put it down, you press down and you know, put your screws in and stuff, it'll stop any leaking or anything. And I also picked up some new off of eBay. I picked up some new there we go, let me show you. I picked up new it's the molding. So I picked up new molding, so I'm going to run it and cut it as well. So game plan now is that we're getting ready to mount this rail and then you know, roll it and cut it and everything. What I'm going to do is also, from what I've understand, is you kind of take the end of that and you tuck it behind the rail and you put a hole in it and put your first screw through. Then you flip it around and tuck it after you're done, but then we'll run it all the way down and do that. So I got 100 feet of it. That should be enough to do that, and if I had to replace any other seams on it, I don't think I will, but I do have some extra to take care of. If I don't have any broken up, you know, pieces right now, but it's still good to have. And I got it for like 17 bucks off of eBay. So we're getting ready to mount this rail, and then when I get done, we'll probably head over and do the other side. But the roof is not bubbling anymore. Nice, straight, level roof. I'm really happy. It's been a lot of weekends out here. But I've got a little bit of a dip in the front still. I don't know how well it's going to hold, you know, pocket water or not. But my game plan right now is to get this done. Then I got to flip that up, scrape the gasket off of that, get the gasket off, put the new gasket on, go inside, cut the hole out, put the roof on, the AC on, bolt it down with the new gasket. And once I get my rails up and stuff, then we should be good to go and ready to camp in September. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I will update you guys with this as soon as we're done. So sit tight, and you know, once we get it done, I'll show you guys where we're at. All right, thanks. See ya.